Welcome back to Next Chapter Retirees. This is the first video post the 2025 Thanksgiving holiday season. With that, I hope everyone had a joyous and safe holiday with family and loved ones. Today's topic, I want to talk about Social Security. And many may think or ask, well, why Social Security? Social Security is the number one question that I receive from fellow retirees, those that are about to retire, friends, neighbors, etc. I even received a few questions via this platform inquiring about Social Security. So I'll start by saying this. If you don't already know, I think I mentioned it in one of my previous videos, like I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a retirement expert. I'm not a Social Security expert. Therefore, I don't give advice. What I will do is I will share with you what I did, the path that I took, what worked for me, and perhaps what didn't work for me. I can't tell you when to take Social Security. What I will share is that through my observation, most people think that waiting for Social Security is a smart idea. I don't have a position on that either way. I always tell people to do what's best for them. All right. So they think it's a smarter idea because they get more money. So they would rather wait for that higher payout. And by wait, I mean they may not want to retire earlier. Like that doesn't work for me and that will not work for me. So let me get into the nitty gritty about this. I am a retired federal employee, 35 plus years of service. I retired early. And I think that most of us in this arena, when we say we retired early, I think what we're actually saying is we retired before the age of 62. Now, with that, that's my perspective. I would love to hear others' perspective. If you do have another perspective, please leave it in the comment, and I'd love to see what others have to say. So some may be watching this and saying, why 62? Well, 62 is the minimum age you have to be to collect Social Security. Therefore, some people don't want to retire until they can collect Social Security. So let me talk a little bit about that retirement trifecta. Sometimes it's 4 pieces, but typically it's a trifecta, I think, for most people. That trifecta is your pension, your K, and Social Security. So I think that's the goal for most people. And the reason I think that because that's what I typically hear when I have a conversation. So some people want to work up to at least 62 or past 62. And if you don't know, you are able to monitor your Social Security earnings so you can see online a pretty solid estimate on how much your Social Security payout would be at 62, 63, 65, 67, Social Security at the age of 70. That works for some people. I don't quite get it, but that's just the way that it is. Okay. So I mentioned a few moments ago why that doesn't or will not work for me. Okay, I retired before 62 from the federal government. When you retire prior to 62 from the federal government supplements your pension by way of what's called a Federal Employees Retirement System supplement, or we call it FERS supplement for short. It's also known as other terms. Some people call it the FERS bridge, the FERS gap. But I can tell you on paper from the Office of Personnel Management, it's called the FERS supplement. Okay, so if you retire before 62, the federal government pays me a supplement, and that supplement is because I'm not collecting Social Security at the time. Okay, now, when I turn 62, the FERS supplement goes away. The federal government no longer pays that supplement because it's implied, well, hey, you're 62 now, you can collect Social Security. Now, for me, once I turn 62, there's a very good chance that I will start to collect or I will apply and start to collect my Social Security at 62. Now, I have friends and colleagues that said, oh man, you retired early, you're leaving money on the table. You should start collecting your Social Security at 65. You get a little bit more, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And when I tell you I get it, I get it. And this is the thing in the retirement world. When you plan and it's your plan, you know what works for you and you know what doesn't work for you. If I wait from 62 to 63 or 65 to collect my Social Security, I promise you, it's only hundreds of dollars per year. So I'm pretty sure I won't wait till I'm 63 to collect my Social Security. I'm going to collect my Social Security at 62. That works for me. That's what's going to work for me. And I don't want to wait those extra years for a couple of $100. Here's what I think some people don't consider. Tomorrow's not promised to us, right? I want my Social Security at 62 and I will live accordingly. We work 20, 25, 30, 35 years and plus. You earned those years of joy. You traveled and you took care, you gave to your families, took care of your loved ones, etc. So don't retire just to shrink your lifestyle like for a couple $100 when it comes to Social Security. Enjoy your life, be happy, stay healthy, and that's my message for today. There's an excellent article that Forbes wrote. It came out last month, November, and it basically talks about baby boomers returning to the workforce or being forced to stay in the workforce because they relied on Social Security as one of the primary sources of their income for retirement. So, good article. You can Google it. Forbes, baby boomers, baby boomers returning to the workforce. Something of that nature. So, I hope this video helps. Again, if you have any comments or questions, please leave it in the comments down below. I'm happy to answer. I'm happy to dialogue with you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If there's anyone out there viewing that would like to be a guest on the channel, I'd love to have you. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.